What is going on, my friends, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Well, I have a quick update for you all, as the situation with FTX did just get a lot worse, and I do believe it will be extremely detrimental for Solana, at least in the short term. Well, we got news just a few hours ago that Binance has now decided to walk away from the potential acquisition of FTX. They said as a result of corporate due diligence, as well as the latest news reports regarding mishandled customer funds and alleged US agency investigations, we have decided that we will not pursue the potential acquisition of FTX.com. In the beginning, our hope was to be able to support FTX customers to provide liquidity, but the issues are beyond our control or ability to help. Every time a major player in an industry fails, retail consumers will suffer. We have seen over the last several years that the crypto ecosystem is becoming more resilient, and we believe in time that outliers that misuse users' funds will be weeded out by the free market. As regulatory frameworks are developed and as the industry continues to evolve forward, greater decentralization, the ecosystem will grow stronger. Now, the reason I believe this to be so detrimental, not only just to the situation, but to Solana as well, is because of the way this funnel works. Understand this, we have FTX and we have Alameda Research. These, in my opinion, are basically the exact same two companies that just have different divisions, but all of their funding is about the same and coming from the same place. When FTT, the token itself, started to struggle, Alameda Research was starting to liquidate positions in other exchanges and platforms in order to protect the token, meaning their funding is extremely intertwined. What we have to understand is that, again, Alameda Research is a 10% holder in the total supply of Solana, which is absolutely massive. So the issue with this is that if they are going bankrupt, which SBF said that if they do not receive funding, they will go bankrupt, and no one's going to buy them, realistically, that when they go bankrupt, they're likely to do a lot of liquidations of positions and assets in order to try to gather up as much funds and cash as they possibly can. Now, some of these are locked, which is fantastic, but many of them are unlocked. And when you combine that with the fact that over $1 billion worth of Solana tokens are being released within the next 20 hours here, we have to understand that this could be a mass overflow of tokens onto chain. And because of that, whenever there's a time like this where demand to purchase is not high, that is very, very likely to see even further capitulations and crashes in the price for Solana. Now, understand that we are in a position in which we can capitalize on it, right? There are more risky ways to try to capitalize on it. I did open up a Solana short trade, made about a 400% gain just over the course of a couple hours here. So there are ways you can be shorting this thing and trying to make gains to the bottom side, but do understand, after a fall of this nature, those bounces of 20 to 30% to the top side that liquidate the shorts, they happen all the time. So overall, it is just not a good situation for Solana holders or traders right now. And so I definitely would be extremely cautious with how this plays out. So overall, I do believe Solana has a lot of development going on chain. We heard them talk about earlier again in Breakpoint, their event over in Lisbon, that they're working on focusing on the reliability of their chain, trying to stop this downtime, trying to stop these outages. So they're doing a lot of work on the fundamentals behind the scenes, as well as they are developing things on the front end. So I do believe that overall the network and the ecosystem can and will survive, but the price in the short term, because of all of this overflow of supply, very well could see a very strong correction in the price. And I would be very, very careful with Solana right now. Okay, so with that said, we can currently see Solana is sitting roughly at $13.90. I told you guys just a few days ago when it was at $25 that we could see $10 on the way, and it does seem very likely that we could hit 10 or even lower, especially if all of this supply is released. So pay very close attention to the situation. I will keep you updated as it does play out, and as we do get more news, all you need to do is turn on that notification bell so you make sure that you see it. But with that said, that's going to be about it for tonight's quick update. Pay very close attention to how this plays out, and I will see you all in the morning. Peace.